Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? Let's mute that so we can talk and hear. I see Stacy's here. Thanks for coming in. This is the listing live challenge, or I keep calling it a challenge. It's a challenge for me to get up and do it every day or every other day, I guess. But I'm listing today. I'm working. Anybody that wants to join the stream is welcome to. It's pinned to the top in the chat. Today I'm working on, what am I working on? I have some listings to do. I have some shipping to do, and I have to reset from the family marathon the other day, last weekend. It's just kind of a different mindset to get ready to auction versus list on one of the selling platforms. So I'm going to keep working. Feel free to join in the chat, ask questions, whatever, and hopefully more people will jump in here as we get moving. Yeah, I know, Stacy. It takes a second. Just go through it for anybody that watches it back, so there isn't a lot of dead space in there. My goodness, I have so much stuff. I need to get listing. What are you up to today, Stacy? Errands and a doctor's appointment. Yeah. Sometimes it feels good just to get those things out of the way, right? I mean, the daily grind, just to go, and I know those are errands and stuff, but sometimes just to get away and do something different, like not listing, or that would be great for the day. If I miss somebody, let me know. Say hello. I'm working here. Dealing with a return on eBay that I have to process, but all right, I'm going to keep working. This is a working session. Anybody wants to join in, that's great. Questions on, I'll be listing on eBay today, taking some pictures, and trying to get some stuff up. I'll share them in the chat. I do that too. I can't type on my phone for anything. Miss words, and I think the autofill portion, like when you're typing and it kind of completes your word, trying to figure out your thought, I end up missing words and sentences when I type that way. Miss Susanna, come on in if you want. Good morning. How are you? Autocorrect, yeah, I agree. I don't like things reading my thoughts, because sometimes that's not the word I want at all. I do have some good news. So we have some good news today that we'll share with anybody that wants to hear. Bonnie, thanks for coming in. I like the new name, Crafty Bonnie Boo. Susanna's making me breakfast. You see that? What are you making me, Susanna? Right, Stacy. She's not going to answer me. You see that? I ask her what she's making for breakfast, what she's going to send over, and she doesn't answer. So coming out today, if I can get to it, after the this live here. I do have a Jabberty video coming out because I have the clue, the Jabberty clue that will be inserted into my videos, and I'm going to do a video on that to show everyone what to look for and what to expect, how it's going to work, and to kind of highlight the first round, which I thought was great. Scrambled eggs and toast. All right, I guess. I wanted like pancakes or something. I can't have pancakes, but I wanted, I thought you were making something exquisite, some sort of quiche or something. So Jabberty's coming. We got that. I'm going to try to get up my migraine compass video today. That is proving to be a challenge, but I'm enjoying it because the symptoms of the migraine make it harder, and just the logistics of putting up the video. Even a 30-second video takes some time to prep and upload, and YouTube checks for copyright issues and everything. So it takes some time, even for a 30-second video, just to throw that up there. So crepes, there you go. I can't have crepes either, but that does sound wonderful. What do you put in them? Raspberry sauce. What do you put in a crepe? What do you put in your crepes? And listing today. So I have, what am I listing today? I have a couple books that I need to get up. I have some, of course, I have pins. And I have a bunch of jewelry that didn't sell during the auction that I'm going to list now. I'm kind of in that stuck point with my listings where I'm through my drafts, and I need to get more up and take more pictures and get more drafts and kind of get a backlog set up again. This is plain with butter. My kids like it when I make it with fresh whipped cream and strawberries. Yeah, see, that sounds good too. Do you have a special pan to make the crepes, or do you just use a flat griddle, or do you use some sort of frying pan? What do you use? All right. Let's see if I can turn this light on without making too much reflection here. Put that down. There we go. Now I can take some pictures. Bonnie, if you want to join in the stream, anybody wants to join in the stream, come on up. It's at the top. Whoa. All right. I'm going to start tomorrow, or Thursday. I'm sorry, Thursday on the next this listing live. I needed to order a special connector cable for another monitor, and I've got that set up over here. But I'm going to start showing my listing screen, my eBay screen, while I'm listing, so that people can see what I'm doing, and I'll be talking in the background, and we'll have this angle every once in a while during the start. But I'm going to start showing my eBay screen just so if there are questions about listing and whatever, we can. Good morning, Miss Susanna.
Good morning. It was so much easier to come on panel than type.
See, it is. So I don't know if you heard, Susanna. I have there's a Jabberty video coming out. Well, no, let me rephrase that. I'm going to be working on a Jabberty video after this.
With the clue.
With the clue, yep.
Yes.
It's going to be, and about 30 seconds before I hit go live on this one, today I confirmed the third contestant for Jeopardy number 2. So,
Oh, do we know?
do you know?
No, can we know?
Oh yeah. So he's a longtime friend, like 20 some years friend, if not longer.
Not
Lives in Florida. You know, we were in each other's weddings, type of that kind of friend. So his name's Chris. He just agreed to come on, and so I will add his information to the Jeopardy description, and we're off for episode 2.
very cool, but I still sticking to my guns. I want it every week, but I'll settle for every 2 and
Well,
2
you know
weeks.
what? We can move it up to more frequently as we get more viewers, right? Um,
Oh my God. Seriously, does that mean I have to go on the corner and get more people from YouTube?
I guess, yes. Yeah. You've got a real big city near you. There's a lot of people that you could go hold up a banner that says "Come
Yeah.
on, Jeopardy."
I mean, I try to promote it on my community page.
I know.
Jeez.
I'm not saying, hey, I'm not saying anything wrong. It's growing. We did
Oh, not
one.
you. I just want more people to come in because, it's all about me. I want to play.
Yeah. Uh, it was so much fun. So we're gonna we will have that coming out. I got to work on it. I got to put it together. I got to record it. So I think I'll have Big Barn on in the background, and but I might not have the volume on. I might just be watching to see if there's anything I'm interested in bidding on. But I'll be working on that video. So I was saying, Suzanne, man, it's what a mindset change it is to change from auctioning to listing again, because everything was all about getting ready for the marathon auction, and now it's like a clean sweep. Get that stuff out, prepare it for listing, and go back to the other mindset of listing all the time. So and I don't know, I'm gonna be going all day long. I've got either YouTube or eBay stuff to do all day long. So Pam, thanks for coming in. Melissa, let's see. Melissa, do you need a wrench? You do.
Okay.
Thanks for coming in, Melissa. Like I say, anybody that wants to join the live stream, I'm listing. I'm working here. I'm listing as we're going. I'm listing on eBay. Morning, Eric. Thanks for coming in. Terry, thanks for coming in. Look at them come in. Thank you very much, everybody. Let me get anybody that needs a wrench. Let me get you a wrench. Terry, you're all set. Anybody else? Jeffrey's got one. How many items do I have listed? I will show you. So as of today, 1,872 on eBay. I missed it. When did it view? What are you talking about, Pam? Jeopardy? That was on Sunday night. Sunday after the auction. If that's what you're talking about. Jeffrey, good morning. Thanks for coming in. Is that what you're talking about, Pam?
Jabby, do you know what I'm doing now? I was going to make scrambled eggs, but then you got me thinking, and that's when I put crepes, and now I'm making crepes.
See? Good. 600. Yeah. So, Terry, for me, the two biggest milestones for listing were 100. Oh, where'd you go? Susanna dropped out. 100 and 1,000. I was after it was kind of on all, the first 100, it was difficult because you're learning what you're doing and figuring it out. and then I kind of went on autopilot from 100 to 1,000, but it was tough to get there. And now I can't. I suppose it's a good thing, because that means people are buying things. But it's very hard for me to maintain more than 1,900 right now, because I list, and of course people buy, and then so that number, even if I list 5 things a day or 10 things a day, if people are buying things, I'm really only netting 2 or 3 plus. So, which is what you want. You don't want them to sit. Always be yes, first Sunday of the month, Pam. That's what we're now. If you ask Susanna, she's going to say every night or every weekend, but we're not there yet. First Sunday of the month at 7:30 p.m. That's the plan. Yep. Here, everyone can go and set their reminder. Let me put it in here. There. Should go and set the reminder for the second one. Pam, I'm sorry. It's so hard to schedule around everybody, but have a good day, Stacy. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. So Terry, are you mostly listing on eBay? Morning, Bobby. If I'm missing anybody that needs a wrench, just somebody yell out in the chat, and I'll get that for you. If I'm missing it. Yes, we use tubs. Like for your inventory. Yeah, I have some tubs. I have shelves. I use. Let's see if I can reach one. For my small stuff, I use trays like this and have them labeled. I have the shelf labeled and then the tray labeled. I can hold a bunch of small things in there. Dollar store trays right there. But so Pam, if you're still here, I do a question for you, and I still owe you an email. But my goodness, Pam, I have so much Snoopy stuff that it's ridiculous, the amount of Snoopy and Charlie Brown stuff that I have. And then Susanna's back. She must have eaten her crepes already. And then I do want to talk to you about the sweatshirts, and if there's something we can do there. But change due to a mix-up in the marathon with another Bonnie. Yeah, there is another Bonnie on a Bonnie F that is in a lot of the chats. Bobby, like I say, anybody else that wants? Susanna, are you just gonna?
I had myself muted because I was making a lot of noise.
So, may not be the right forum for this, but I'm going to ask the question anyway. The migraine compass videos. Is there a preference? Is there a preference to the style where you like the ones where I come on and talk, where I talk over the graphics, or where I do like the shorts with the music and just put the graphics up? Those are a lot easier, of course.
No, I like the one that you come on and talk.
Okay, Pam, I got you. I'm writing it down. So when I come on and talk, anybody else? Just because, I want to put them out there the way that it works best, well, that people want to see, but I need to consider how much time that's all going to take too. and how often I can post those, right? Because taking 2 hours to post a video or record and edit and everything, a video every day may not be possible. So I just want to see what's working. I like either way because it's how you're feeling that day. Yeah, the video for yesterday, which I'll put out today, for the 5th, is I was miserable yesterday, absolutely miserable. I went to bed at 7 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Because of your migraine?
Yeah, I had the rocking and the rocking vertigo sensation and the pain, and it was lights out.
Gabby, how do you drive with that? Because I know I can't.
Well, I don't. If I'm like that, I don't. If gotten pretty good at figuring out when it's coming and how long it's going to take, and so I can judge. But yeah, I don't. When it gets like it was last night, I don't at all. So Terry, are you listing today? I'm going back to that. Anybody else listing? If you're selling online, you need to be listing. Whether it's in the morning or not, I don't know. But I'm a big advocate for listing every day. It does, Bonnie, it's right. You're right in saying that. It is how I feel that day, because it's also a time thing too. But I want to make sure I'm putting out the videos that people. I want to get them. I want to build that following too on that playlist. So. Jewelry. Susanna, how much jewelry do you have left? Where'd she go? She drops out all the time. Jewelry. All you jewelry sellers, I envy you a little bit, because I can't keep up with it. There's so many names to the stones, and the it has its own vocabulary, and I'm not fully aware of it all yet. Bunch of albums. How do you ship them? Do you use the special the boxes that are specifically designed for the flat? One basket of jewelry left. Terry, if you want to come on, you're welcome to come on. The stream is, the link is up at the top. If you want to come on, it's up to you. Going through some jewelry right now, deciding whether or not it needs to go in the craft lot because it's broken, or stones, or yeah, it's not easy to adjust. Bonnie, was it Bonnie? Yeah, it was Bonnie. Yesterday we were talking about the self-advocating in the migraine stuff, and that's I gotta spend some time on that. I want that to be a good, because that is so important. All right, busted up, broken. So like I said, for those that came in or just coming in, starting on Thursday, because I needed to order a new cable adapter for a new monitor. And once I do that, I'm going to I'll have my eBay screen while I'm actually listing up, so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Just need to make sure that I'm not showing anything, personal information and stuff, but I will have that showing on the screen maybe split screen so that we can you can see what I'm working on as well. Yeah, did Bonnie heard Craft Lot? You sure did. I have a bag whenever I get jewelry that doesn't that has any missing stones or broken clasps or anything like that, or I just can't figure out. It goes in a Craft Lot. Like this necklace here, Craft Lot. Which I just don't. These are beautiful stones too. Craft Lot. I don't mess around with it. I can't. I don't unless I can fix it quickly. I don't mess around with it because I have so much of it. So it's in and out. I gotta angle my screen here so I can see the comments better. There we go. Bunch of signed brooches here. What else is everybody doing today? Stacy left. She had some errands to run, but what is the what's everyone else got going on? I need to figure out how to set up for auctions so camera points down instead of at me, like what tripod to use and camera use. So, Terry, I am no expert in that, but I can. I bought a document camera. That's what it's called on Amazon, and it angles. It's on its own little base, and I can't show it to you because that's what I'm recording with, but it's on its own little base. It's got a flexible arm that goes over, and then the actual camera piece will rotate too. So you can rotate it down, and then you can quickly I can easily rotate it down. There's just my loop. I can rotate it back up all real quick, and it's right there. So it's the green one. That's what I use. I have no affiliate with them. I not get paid if you click on the link or anything like that. I have no affiliation with them. It's just what I use, and it seems to work. And it's autofocus. So if you can, I can hold this brooch up, and it should autofocus for you. So that's what I use. Sometimes if you're hosting your own auctions, it's an option in Stream. It's a paid option in StreamYard. If you pay for their, I don't know, one of the higher packages or whatever, other than the free one, you can use multiple cameras. That's one of the options. And I don't remember what package that comes in, but you can use multiple cameras. You just have to make sure that your laptop or computer or whatever can have enough processing to handle two cameras at once plugged in. So, but it was an investment. I mean, it's not the most expensive camera in the world, but it absolutely was an investment. And since I was going to be doing this and being live, and I'm just trying to find it here, and then I can tell you roughly what it went for when I bought it. It's called the one that I'm using is called the IPEVO V4K, and it was right around $100. But yeah, it's a document camera. Again, IPEVO V4K, ultra high definition USB document camera, and it's got It's the green one. It's helped tremendously on the YouTube stuff. So yeah, right. JJ has one. That's so if you watch JJ's auctions, that's how he can quickly go from where he's sitting in his chair down to the table or whatever. I mean, the rotating top piece where the camera is key. Yep. I think, in my opinion, the next best thing is your phone on a like clipped into almost like a selfie stick that has a rotating piece on it. I'm sure there are other cameras, and again, it's just what I have. There could be better ones, but that's what I'm using. Yeah, right, Pam. The phone and laptop are the next best option, in my opinion, if beyond the document. Because the phone I like because it's mobile. That's one thing that I miss that I don't have with this camera, is that if I wanted to go over to my, walk over to the tables and show you something that I was working on that I have laid out to list, I can't do that easily with this camera. It's hooked via USB to my laptop, so the cord is only as long as it is, but it's also kind of clunky to move around. Pros and cons to each of them, but I did find that pointing down, like you said, Terry, works so much better than trying to show it here sometimes. That's just my opinion. It makes it more broken jewelry. Yep, I agree, Pam. I mean, the cameras on phones now are ridiculous. They're almost better than anything you can buy as just a standalone camera in terms of megapixels, and even the editing software is available now on the phones that you can use. All right, all you stone people. What is that? As I say that, I'm showing you something like that. It's like maybe a quartz or something, but it gray to brownish to gray to black. I don't know. I'm gonna need Mr. Jim. I have to send Mr. Jim a picture and say, what is that? And I'm still looking at jewelry, folks. That's what I'm pulling out jewelry to list. Necklaces, make sure it's not broken. Do you use your phone when you're is it your personal phone that you're using, Pam, when you're auctioning for Mr. Buys a Lot? Or does he have is it a special camera that he uses or that you use there? That's a good point, Bonnie. All those names, I can't keep them straight, but I'll have, like I say, I might have to send this to Mr. Jim and say, need some help. I bet you he's getting a lot of that. The knowledge is outstanding there. What is this? I don't sell women's clothes too often because um, I found that I can't keep up. Maybe it's because I don't have interest in, or just the capacity to keep up with like the trends and the styles and the different stuff. So I don't venture into the women's clothes very often, and that's almost how I feel about jewelry. While trends are different, but like the names, the stones, and the it's amazing. I could list this bracelet for X amount of dollars as bracelet with a couple keywords, and then somebody else could put in the exact names of these stones or whatever and get 3 times as much money. I need to learn, I guess. I need to learn. Yeah, there you're right. Ron and Robin both have some great knowledge in the stones and the um, jewelry making technique names and stuff. Do you have, Terry? Are you still there? Do you have luck with your albums, Terry? Oh, broken jewelry. Oh, no problem, Terry. Like I say, I say this every time I'm on. The purpose of this is, to chit chat a little bit and have some fun, but also to be listening, um, and get our stuff out in front of as many people as we can, because the more eyes on stuff, the more we talk about stuff, the more chance it will sell. That's my theory anyway. And anything we can do to make it easier on people or help people grow is what we're all about. So the albums do sell. That's awesome. I'm always afraid. I'm always afraid about. There's another category that I need to learn about, because there's such an abundance of albums out there, and they're absolutely coming back into, I don't know if they really ever left, but they're actually coming back into popularity. And the but I never know. I can look at one and say it's scratched or not, but that's usually when there's a big gouge in it. I can see that. Beyond that, I'm not sure what a scratch, how little of a scratch makes a difference, I guess. I lost my loop. I had my loop. I showed my loop. I lost my loop. Oh well. There it is. You just got a storage locker. We paid $270, and it had 29 pieces of brand new cut. Wow, that's awesome. That is awesome. Safari. Look at the bling in those earrings. Those are clip-on ears. Come on, it's not going to focus for me. I know it's not. Nope. Anyway, blingy clip-on earrings. Blingy. That's my new word, blingy. I don't use that word in my description, so that doesn't go very far, I don't think. Oh my goodness. Susanna, if you, oh, Bonnie's coming in. Hey, Bonnie.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. Okay. And this may be a dumb question, but I'm going to ask it.
All right.
I know everybody is like, ooh, ah, over Cutco knives, but what exactly is so good about them? I just curious.
From a kitchen standpoint, I don't know. I mean, they're a brand of knife. I went to culinary school. I don't use Cutco knives. I do have a nice set of knives, but from a resale perspective, they are wonderful to resell.
Okay.
I don't know from a kitchen standpoint, and even the older stuff seems to sell well. And or like the utensils and stuff. And maybe it's just because people had them as when they were kids and can't find them and loved them, and that was the knife that their grandmother used all the time or something. But
Gotcha. Cause see, I like the Rada knives.
What are they?
Rada, Rada.
Rada, okay.
Yeah, I like those knives. They're really, really nice knives. Work really good. So that's why I was just wondering if it was just a good brand or what the kind of, big deal was about them.
Yeah, I think that's one of those things from a reselling standpoint that if you find them, list them because they'll sell.
Good morning, Kathy. Okay, Terry says she's been told they ever break, they replace with the new one and made in USA. I think the Rada ones are made in USA also, but I don't know about the warranty on them. But I've never had one break. Bill got them. He got me a nice set of them. I want to say in 2013. I've never had to sharpen them or nothing.
That's
And
excellent.
they still cut just as good as when I got them.
That's a good knife right there.
Yeah.
Or that means you're not using it. Right?
No, I use them. That's the only ones I'll use.
When I was in
cut good.
When I was in culinary school, one of my fellow students, one of my classmates, told the chef one time, "I've never cut my finger using a knife," and the chef immediately responded with, "That means you don't use your knives enough." That's what he said.
Well, I've cut myself, but I just, when you get something that you like the way it cuts, you just keep using that. That's how that is.
Right. Yep. Looking, I know you can't see it on the camera, but I'm trying to figure out these names on the.
Yeah, I don't know
The
how
thing
you.
about jewelry, the maker's marks say you need 30-time magnification to see what you're looking at.
Now, what some people do to try and see the mark, they'll take a picture of it with their phone and just blow it out.
Yeah.
Where they can see it better.
And I will do that sometimes for pictures for my listings.
Oh, okay.
Unless I can get a good picture through the loop, but that's not always possible.
Right. I still wouldn't be able to see it with a big old loop like that.
Well, it's funny. This is the one I used for years, and it's little case. It's a 10-time, 10-time magnification, and over time, 10 times wasn't enough. So now I'm at 30.
Oh, yeah.
And I can usually see what I'm looking at with 30. Guess if I have to go beyond that, I got to stop doing jewelry stuff. So.
Or go get the eyes checked and new glasses.
New glasses, right?
That's where I'm at. I'm almost to the point of getting new glasses.
that's my. When did I get glasses? It's right after my daughter was born, I think, and that's when I just needed them. I couldn't see as well anymore, and they've gotten progressively worse every year since.
Yeah. I think I've had mine about 3 years. Yeah.
Miss Kathy, good morning. Just saw saw you stopped in. Good morning. Good morning.
She's been on a roll, going through stuff, getting it ready for the VA and all to pick up. She's
That's
been
awesome.
a busy girl this last week.
That is awesome. It has to feel good. Feels good to give it to somebody that's going to be using it, and that can use it, and also must feel good to like clear some stuff out of your space, because I know that I like that. So.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious, Terry, with the knives back then. So can you just go to their website and say, "Hey, I have a knife. It broke. Replace it, please"? I mean, I suppose you have to give them some sort of model number or picture or something, but that's great customer service if they do offer that.
Yeah. I know there's not like a kitchen knife, but the other knives, there's a knife that you can do that with, because Bill had sent a couple in that the blade broke, which is unusual. One broke because it got stuck in the bone when he was cutting on a deer.
Oh.
Yeah. I can't remember the brand though.
There were those ones like, well, they had the infomercials on, like Ginzu knives or something. You used to be able to do that too. They said they would never break.
Yeah.
Never used those.
But then there's a couple guys around here who make knives, and he got a few off of Goose. That's his nickname, Goose. That makes knives, and he gave him a bunch of deer antlers and stuff to use as handles. And then Bubba Cox makes some. Bubba Cox, I think, has been on Forged in Fire, that show, if anybody has seen that, where they make the knives.
I have seen that, yes.
He's been on that show.
Really? That's cool.
Oh, Terry says, I called them about the new knives, and they were awesome about giving me information on the knives and models and kits, and I told them where I got them. And then Melissa says, I bought a set of Cutco knives 30 years ago, use them every day.
So I think,
isn't it nice when you find a good knife and you can just keep using it every day? Gotta love it.
That must be to answer your question there, Bonnie, why they're so popular, because if they last them that long and they're guaranteed.
Yeah.
That
is pretty good. I'll have to check those out, even though I still like my Rada knives. But it's always good to have good knives around.
Right.
And I'm surprised I haven't lost some of those. I seem to lose quite a bit of my silverware when the kids do dishes. Kind of like they don't want to wash them, so they disappear. I go through forks and spoons like there's no tomorrow.
You need to check your garbage can before you take it out. I bet you they're in there.
It's crazy. So I even bought a couple good sets, so I'm not buying any more good sets until probably they're gone out of the house. So I don't lose any more.
Terry, your package went out the other day from the auction. Hopefully you got the tracking number, but your brooch went out the other day. Thank you very much. So, one of the things that most of my listings, let me paraphrase that a little, or preface this a little bit. A lot of my 1,800 and some listings, I sell lapel pins. I have 1,000 plus, 1,400, I think, of my listings are lapel pins, and that's kind of where I the niche that I went into, easy access, low risk, and everything from collectors to teams to whatever. That's why I went into it, because there's a huge market, even though it's they're low cost items. I don't sell them for a lot of money, but if you do it in volume, you do all right. And I have so many pins, so many pins that I need to list, and I need to get back to 50 of those a day. So
Were those easier to list, the pins? Probably because you've done it so
I
many
find,
times.
yeah, because so I have a template that I use because I have a set price, a minimum price that I set my pins at, and if it's a pin that I don't know much about or can't find information on, it goes at that minimum price, and that's what I sell it for. And then of course, if there are things that warrant a higher price, I'll price them accordingly. But I use that template because most of the information is the same. I may have to change the category, whether it's a animal or a sports figure or something like that, and then of course the description, and I put the measurements in. So, but a lot of the other stuff with the shipping and the returns and all that other stuff it's all the same, because they all weigh under a certain amount, so they can all be shipped the same way.
Right.
So I can probably, if I could do 100 pins a day while the kids are at school, if I just hunkered down and did it.
Awesome.
But I could also spend all day, every day listing pins, and that's not something I want to do more than that, because
It's monotonous. Too
it
many of
does.
them.
And I think, just like anything, variety is key. That's not just in reselling, but that's everything. So
Right.
I like to have that. I'm going to mention again, for those that, just because the channel, we have the third contestant for Jabberty episode 2. We have. Oh, I'm going to play that right now. Don't go anywhere, buddy. I'm just going to show everybody what Robin did for me.
Okay.
And
yeah, it's pretty awesome. You guys are going to enjoy it.
So 1 second. We're just going to show this. It's like 30 seconds. So that's the commercial for Jabberty 2. Anybody wants to be a contestant on what would be episode 3 now and moving forward, let me know. I don't want anyone to get upset, because the champion, whoever wins, of course, is invited back, and then
Right.
part of one of the giveaways is the second contestant spot for the next episode. So that Victoria won that this past time, and then I choose the third contestant, based, kind of round it off a little bit, round it out. So there's one spot, but if anyone cancels or whatever, I would love a list of people that are interested, because if someone cancels or has an emergency, to be able to get them to come in, or to be on a future show. So email me if you're interested. I think that was awesome, and we're getting a lot of good feedback on that. So
awesome. Terry is now motivated. She's listening. Way to go, Terry.
Awesome, Terry.
And good morning, Ronnie G. How are you today?
Miss Ronnie G, good morning. That commercial is awesome. Yes, it is.
Oh,
absolutely.
Robin does amazing work.
Did you notice she has her little her little graphic in there saying champion.
Yeah.
She doesn't plan on going anywhere, she said. So
Good deal.
Jennifer, thanks for coming in. Morning.
Good morning, Jennifer.
Do I owe a wrench? Just checking. Do I owe anybody a wrench? I don't think so.
Ronnie G, you're not dumb as a box of rocks. It's just yours went right at, as soon as your hand went up, you knocked it right out your head. That's all. Wasn't that you were dumb. You just knocked it out your head.
And I'll fully
I
admit,
always do that.
I will fully admit, Ronnie G, that some of those questions I knew that no one was going to know the answer to. I was just kind of doing it for, because they were funny a little bit, and kind of get the discussion. And that was, that's a live and learn type of thing. So I already have the questions. I don't have the boards built, but I have the questions. While I was waiting for the kids to come out of school yesterday, I figured out what the next questions will be for most of episode 2.
Awesome.
Taxes. Yeah, Jennifer.
Oh.
In the reselling world, taxes are always a fun thing. Because we had somebody come to the house and do our taxes for years, and then COVID hit, so he took them. We met in a parking lot, and instead of him coming to the house, we met in a parking lot. He took all of the stuff and did our taxes, and we ended up. I'm still getting letters from IRS about a past tax return. I mean, we're all settled, we're all set, but it's still whatever he did last year or the year before, whatever it was, because of not being able to be there with me and talk things through, didn't go so well. So I did ours this year, and worked out great. So.
Oh, her tax lady moved away. That's not good.
No, boy, when you find that's, everyone says, like, if you find a good carpenter or a good plumber or a good handyman, you stay with them because they do good work. I think a tax prep person is the same. You find somebody you like, stay with them, because
She says, I'm waiting till the last minute, hanging on to my money as long as I can before handing it over.
I know that's. My mom asked if I would do hers this year too, and I said yes. And she always, she likes to do them early, because she usually gets some money back.
Mm-hmm.
And she wanted to do them right away. And I said, I'm not in a hurry. I don't have that. I'm not, and I think, I know this year, the $600 threshold, I think a lot of people say that's not going to affect people. I think the reselling community and the independent contractor community, I think they're just going to be in for a big shock next year. I don't think anyone's going to stop selling or stop doing their business, but those that weren't doing everything kind of on the up and up in terms of taxes are going to be a little bit surprised, I think, in the next year or so.
Right.
But you betcha, if I were getting money back, I'd have them. Yeah, right. No kidding. I also I fear waiting until the last minute in case there's an issue, that I have to fix before I can. I don't want to be late. I don't want penalties. So, and that's just my being nervous about an issue and the risk, not anything else. So.
Jennifer says, I got all the info in, then I came to Schedule C, ND, and I'm confused already. Oh, gosh. Yeah, Ronnie, I don't have to file, I don't even have to file federal taxes anymore, being on disability, because I took it up there, a couple years after Bill passed, and they're like, you don't even have to file anymore. So I don't even worry about it.
That's funny, Ronnie G, but that you don't have to file in Arizona. They still make, if you're on Social Security here in New York, they still make you file, I believe, even though it doesn't amount to anything other than paperwork being transferred back and forth. But
right.
They still make you submit a claim or a file. So I'm gonna head out in just a minute so that everyone can head over to Big Barn. If you're interested, Terry, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Everybody coming in. Terry, if you're listing, that's great. That's what this is about, the motivating people to list. Again, I will have my other screen up on Thursday to kind of show you my eBay screen, the listing screen, so that you can see how I'm doing, and if there's any questions, of course, anyone's free to ask. And I appreciate everyone coming in. Watch out for the Jabberdy Clues video that'll be coming out hopefully today. Hopefully I can get that recorded and done today. That's going to be a lot of fun. And tell a friend about Jabberdy. And if someone is another reseller and wants some motivation to list while we chit chat, have them come in the mornings on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Last minute thoughts?
Everybody have an awesome day.
You too, everybody. Thank you.
See you guys at Big Barn.
Big Barn. Let's see. We're going to show this. Have a great day, everybody. Take care.